Did the teaser trailer for Scream 6 just leak online? Let's get into it.
Well, sometimes that is better.
Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we're talking a little Scream 6, talking about a little teaser trailer that may or may not have leaked yesterday. But before we get into all of that, if you guys can like this video and subscribe for some more horror content in the future, that would be pretty freaking awesome. So yesterday on the World Wide Web, the interwebs, whatever the heck you want to call this thing that we're currently on right now, a faux teaser trailer for Scream 6 was leaked online. And a big reason I was telling people that I wasn't really interested in talking about this on my stream yesterday was that it's either fake, so that you're going to get a bad impression of the film because the footage you're seeing is just not real, or it's at such a low quality you're gonna think that's what the movie actually looks like. Which is why I would urge people to wait until things just officially release so you can get an actual idea of what something is going to look like. Someone is going to watch this teaser trailer and probably be like, oh, that's what Scream 6 looks like? Count me out, this looks like crap. Like, can you imagine going to theaters and seeing Scream 6 and it's like this choppy 480p looking thing? You wouldn't want to go see that in the theaters. Some people will think that. And not to say that this faux teaser looks bad or anything. I think for what they did, it's actually pretty cool, but it doesn't look like it was made for $30+ million. Also, if something gets leaked online, which typically happens with these movies, unfortunately, sometimes when that happens at first, it's like horrible low quality, which is specifically what I'm talking about here. I'm not specifically saying that this looks like it's low quality, but sometimes things leak and then they just look awful. Like it's like 480p, you can barely tell what's going on. Someone could see that, may never watch another trailer preview, whatever, and that's their only impression of the movie. That sucks. So please don't circulate any leaked stuff. When something official comes out, then yeah, go ahead, share it, but don't do that. At the end of the trailer, you can see the logo for a YouTube channel called 1109 Films without a space. If you put a space in there, it takes you to a completely different channel. That's why I emphasize that. That channel is run by filmmaker Joshua Chislett. The burner account he created to upload that video is even called Joshua, literally the dude's name. So yes, it is in fact fake, and I know a lot of us are really excited to get something official, but don't forget, we're still 5 months out from getting this. I think a lot of people are expecting to get a teaser trailer or like a full-on trailer right now because this time last year was when we got the Scream 5 trailer. But don't forget, that movie came out in January. This time last year, we were 3 months out from seeing the movie. We are currently 5 months out from seeing Scream 6, so I don't think we really get anything until December or January, although there are some rumors circulating that maybe we get something this Thursday. Clips Comprehend, a third-party source who has been vouched for by another third-party source, viewer Anon, has tweeted out just the word Thursday. He also confirmed that that new teaser trailer is fake, saying the clip coming is 100% not what is circulating. Don't know what that is, TBH, but it was done really well. As for Thursday, more than a mask. Once again, this is a third-party source, so take this with a grain of salt, but if we do get something Thursday, I feel like that's really early for them to start promoting a movie that comes out on the last day of March and is going to have its theatrical run go all the way through April. It's a little weird for us to be getting something now, so I don't know how truthful that is. He also confirms in that second tweet that yes, this will be a clip, so specifically new footage, which once again is a reminder we didn't see any new footage for Scream 5 until 3 months before the film. This would also indicate a big change in how this movie is marketed opposed to the last film, which in my opinion, I think they did a great job on the Scream 2022 marketing. It's some of the best marketing I've seen for an upcoming horror film in a long time. Really, my only complaint is that the trailer kinda gave away one of the killers, which was my big problem with it. I made a big video about how you can very clearly see Richie's hair as Sam is stabbing him, and it was just unbelievably clear that yes, he was going to be one of the killers. Now, with all of that being said though, they did start marketing Scream 5 months before its release, but once again, we didn't get new footage until 3 months before. So I can imagine that Thursday we do get something, but maybe it's not new footage. Maybe like a poster or an enhanced social media presence. I really doubt we get a trailer this early on though. I would love that. Like personally, I would love to see some new footage from Scream 6. In fact, I'm dying to see it. But I'd also feel like maybe they'd be throwing too much at us a little too soon, because don't forget, you know, obviously a lot of diehard Scream fans are gonna be there opening night for this thing, of course. But then there's also the general audience where a lot of the money for this movie is going to go. General audiences may even forget about the movie if they start hardcore marketing it now and then kind of just be like, whatever when it comes to January or February. Or maybe a lot of the budget for this movie is going towards the marketing campaign, which is kind of scary if you think about it. I would hope that more money would be going into the movie itself opposed to the marketing campaign personally, but hey, I don't fucking know. But Clips also included this little tagline in his tweet saying more than a mask. And could that be indicative of maybe the killer's motive this time around. A big thing I want to see from Ghostface this time around is not a revenge motive and nothing to do with Fame or the Stab movies. I just want to see a brand new motive. There are plenty of reasons to kill people, and we can play into that here in a future Scream sequel, I think. Kidding, of course, about the killing people thing. Maybe. This is really reminding me of Rorschach from Watchmen, who, like, when you take off his mask, he's like, that's my face! So maybe if you had a Ghostface killer who was, like, really into being Ghostface, and he was like, this is, like, my identity now, or something like that, that could be kind of cool. This could also play into a theory I have about the film, where maybe the Ghostface killer this time around actually has some good intentions, and maybe he just wants to stop all of the Ghostface killings from happening in future sequels. Say, for instance, our Ghostface killer this time around is related to somebody who got killed in the past, and wants to kill everybody else who is a survivor so that nobody else goes Ghostface and kills more people. And you'd have this never-ending cycle of Ghostface killers coming after more and more people who are just snowballing into this whole thing. So what if someone has picked up on all of that in the Scream universe after all of these years and decides to go Ghostface to literally kill off everybody else involved so that literally there is no chance of another Ghostface killer coming back? That would be so different to explore a character like that, who is literally just killing everybody off so that nobody else has to die. It's almost like a sacrifice for the greater good. You know, it's like it's the lesser of two evils, essentially. That kind of moral dilemma, essentially, for this character who does have good intentions, similar to like a Thanos, for example. I'm only using Thanos as an example because that's like the most widely popular example of a character like that. And it would be really cool to get a third act villain speech from that character, let me tell you. On top of all of that, though, I don't want the character to maybe be 100% successful, but it's a cool enough Ghostface for them to leak into a future sequel. So maybe they're not 100% successful in Scream 6, but I think they get pretty dang close and kill almost everybody in this movie, which once again will lead into a Scream 7 where they're still just around somewhere out there. And maybe Scream 7 is like a total manhunt. I still think you gotta have a mystery element in your last installment here, but I think it would be kind of cool to change up the formula that much in a 7th installment. Especially if it's set up nicely here in 6. Now, is any of that actually gonna happen? Probably not, but I think it's a pretty cool theory. I got my fingers crossed, baby. I don't want to be able to compare the new killers to somebody else from the past, like Mrs. Loomis, for instance. If they do the relative thing, I don't want it to be just a revenge motive. It's like, you killed my son, Richie. I'm coming after you now. That's literally just Mrs. Loomis again, and I don't really want to see that in a brand new movie. I mean, I have Scream 2 on my shelf back here. I can watch it anytime. I don't need to go to the theaters and pay $15 for a movie ticket to see a new version of Mrs. Loomis. Give me something new, movie! But what do you guys think about all this? Do you think that maybe on Thursday we could see the first footage from Scream 6, or do you think that's maybe just not really gonna happen? Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this brand new video on Scream 6. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Also, if you want to support me on Patreon or become a channel member, make sure to click that join button on my page. Become a KillJoy cult member and drink the Kool-Aid. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.